Hey everybody, this is Alzorath and welcome to GamerFi. Today we're looking at Vermintide. It's a Warhammer Left 4 Dead clone-ish thing. Its full title is Warhammer End Times Vermintide. I'm not going to spit all that out every single time I mention the game. For now, we're just going to use Vermintide. This is the mission select screen. Horn of Magnus is the first mission you're going to encounter. You have different difficulties, easy, normal, and hard. We'll do it on normal. For now, I'm not going to bother with the settings. They're your fairly standard high-end settings. They're good. They're good enough for you to set up a lot of things. You even have a frame limiter and stuff like that. You may see some stuttering in this. We're going to go ahead and click play and go through this thing right here. Let's ready up and start game, and it'll go through an opening cinematic that is pretty good. It's done in the in-game graphics and the in-game engine, and it will flow smoothly into your character. If there's any stuttering, by the way, it's due to my recording software, not to the game itself. The game itself runs smoothly even on high settings on my system, so that is a thing to remember. I have tried recording this before and noticed that it does have stuttering issues on my software. I don't know why. It's just one of those things that happens sometimes when you're recording footage with the computer you're playing on. But we're going to go ahead and see it flow down. You might see some stuttering as it gets down close to the streets right about there. Huh? Maybe not. My monitor is showing that it's not stuttering, so yeah. I've gone on about that long enough. It's something if you use OBS, you need to be aware of that. If you use DxTory, you might need to be aware of it as well. I didn't try with Fraps because I don't have the hard drive space for that right now. But anyway, these are the characters that you start with on this one. You have the elf. I'm running with bots right now. You can run with other players as well. You have, I'm forgetting what he is. I think he's some kind of guard. And then you have the dwarf. So basically we start with 2 ranged and 2 melee characters. I am a mage. There actually is another character. There is a 5th character, but he's not in this particular one. He uses guns. So yeah, he's pretty good. So as far as me, I'm not super into the Warhammer Universe. I love the aesthetic. It's kind of like the Warcraft universe for me. I love the aesthetic, but I don't really get into the actual universe a whole lot. I also like the games. It's just the universe is way too complicated for you to just jump in right off the bat, and that is an armored enemy. So we're going to encounter the armor thing right away. So you have to use heavy attacks to break through armor, or you have to be able to smash through the armor just naturally. So you notice that I actually pulled back, and you do that by holding the attack button. And it'll charge forward after a certain amount of time just because you have pulled it back all the way and that's the max damage you can get out of it. So getting that timing down is pretty important. The melee combat, especially whenever it comes to the heavy attacks and the blocks, is pretty satisfying. There are better characters for blocking than the mage. I chose the mage for a very specific reason. That is the ranged ability, which we'll cover probably whenever we start getting... Wow, that was actually kind of nasty. Whenever we start getting... larger groups of enemies. So we're going to come in here and just start killing these guys. We should encounter a swarm in this building. The levels are not super predictable, but they are predictable enough that you can sort of plan around certain areas. Like right here, as we approach this door, you're going to hear a horn go off. I don't know if you guys can hear that on your end. It's a little bit quiet on my end. So we're going to start having a swarm come up. They'll come up through these windows. We'll pick up this health kit, because we are going to need it, and they'll come through the door in the back. The Skaven really just want to overwhelm you. It's very much like a zombie swarm situation. Being in here is a little bit of a better situation for us, because we can sort of fight from the middle. We can also come down here and fight from this end, but they will come from up there. At least I think they will. There is some issue with enemies spawning like right next to you, which is a bit of a problem, but it's not as common as one would think. We have a little bit of blur going on here as we fight some of these enemies. And it's just because, well, that's just how the game runs it. I'm going to go ahead and back up, and I'm going to show off my ranged explosive here. Boom! I can blow away a whole bunch of enemies with that, and drop back and do it again. Boom. Pretty effective. We need to get that smoker away from over there, and I'm going to call them by their Left 4 Dead names because I don't remember their names in here. They actually do have... It's a plague something or other that does that. And we're just going to stabby. We've taken a little bit of damage, but it's not too bad. For some reason, our allies don't like picking up the health kits. Don't know why. I think it's part of the AI thing. Honestly, I wish the AI would do more as far as picking up goes. You jumped up there and made it a little bit hard for me to get to you. Kill him. Thank you. We don't want him chucking grenades at us. Now, the levels, you have some alternate routes. Like, I could go up there and go over, or I can come down here and face them off this way. But ultimately, you will end up going in the same direction. The levels are not super open. You just have a little bit of exploration available. And then you have encounters and stuff like that. Still nothing in the chests. But if we keep moving forward, we're actually going to run into an enemy here, which is going to open up the path to the next area. Well, he's going to show us the path to the next area. Leading with enemies is not too bad of an idea. And this guy is all kinds of nasty, by the way. He's going to probably smack the crap out of all of us, which will hurt. We have another special down here, I think. He might have gone through them. We're going to let you block that. Okay. Oh, ow. Get off of us. Now, you're not going to see me blocking too much because this character isn't going to be getting into the front lines. We may need to block here. Oh, nope, he clipped through us. There has been issues with enemies dying and clipping through people. That is part of the beta. That's something they plan to have fixed for the final version. And we're just going to run through here and get moving forward. I want to get up to the horns so you can see the final horde, and you can also see kind of the tricks that they'll throw between you and the end. Now, it's not too hard to get through here. You saw that there was an alternate path through here a little bit back, but if you go this way, you can get a chest and sometimes get an item from it. Not always. Item placement is random each time you start the level. And we are already here with... Oh, there's a hunter equivalent right there. I don't want to use our bomb. We want to use the fire staff whenever possible, because that's rechargeable. 2 blasts will bring us up to a point where we have to vent. Venting brings your heat down. If you overheat, you will explode. So that's an important thing to remember. We also just have a quick shot as well that you can use for single enemies. It doesn't cause your heat meter to go up quite as quickly, but it's still pretty nice to use. Let's stabby stabby. A whole lot of stabby stabby is good. And I'm just swinging wildly in the open now. As you can see, I killed a whole lot of things like that. But it's a fairly straightforward game. It's actually really enjoyable. The graphics at higher settings are really good. Even on medium settings, which is what I have it on right now for recording, you'll see that it's decent. It's not the most beautiful thing on medium. You'll see that there's some like blurriness to it, but it is not bad at all. I have it at 1080p. At high settings, you can see all the gloss and stuff like that. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it runs smoothly at that level too, even though this is like beta. And here is the first like hurdle you'll come across. This is going to be a lot of hordes coming towards you as you do these little effects. You got to get the barrel to the gate. So we're going to have a swarm of enemies come up to try to stop us from even getting to the barrel right now. And we have a character down, apparently. I just saw him drop by looking down at the bottom there. You kind of keep track of your allies the same way as you do in Left 4 Dead. We got someone back there helping him, but we can't get to him right now. We're sort of separated. Splitting up like that was probably a bad idea, but the AI is not smart enough to actually get to... Okay, we need more destructiveness. Okay, you guys need to get off of my shiznit. There you go. Let's get back there and help him. Okay, we can get to him. There you are. Did you die on the other side of that? No, you died right here. Revive. There you go. Okay, you guys need to get me some cover so I can do this. Boom. And another one should give us a pretty decent fight back. There we go. And we'll go to our sword. So that ability is very important. The mage is pretty much your key swarm character. As we do this, we're going to have swarms coming out to try and hit us, and whenever we do that, the barrel's going to explode on me before I get there, I'd wager. Come on. Ow! And it blows up the enemies near me, but it also blows me up, so that's not exactly what you want. If I can please get this barrel, we'll show you the swarm thing. I might absolutely fail at this. I don't know yet. Hoi! Jump over, you guys. Okay, dodging, 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 whomp, dodging. Dodge! I feel like Dragon Ball Z abridged right now. Just yell dodge at me and we'll be alright. I need to use this to heal up, because apparently my allies did not bring any healing with them. Let's get over here and we shall provide some fire support, I think. Boom. There you go. Get off of our ledge. They won't pick it up. The AI is not smart enough to do that. I wish they were, but I can also see why they don't allow it to do that, because the AI probably would run into a situation where it would prioritize one or the other and end up in a situation where it's just running back and forth and killing itself with the explosives. So you guys push those guys away while I do the barrel work. And whoop. Yep, here they come. They're coming out at us. I need to outrun them. Throw that. I don't want it to explode in my face, so we're going to let it just explode and hopefully take out a few of them. We probably could have thrown it at them for an effect there, but I don't really want to do that right now. I want to just get this barrel down there and get moving forward. Barden is almost down. Our dwarf is not doing too well this time. Usually he's our main guy as far as tanking stuff. Oh, here comes a swarm. And we need to take them out, like, now. And boom. There you guys go. Ow. You're supposed to be watching my back while I do that, buddies. The enemy AI tends to get stuck a lot less than your AI. I have noticed that, especially on this gate right now, like the dwarf and stuff will sometimes get caught. Whereas the enemy is perfectly fine with running through it. I've yet to see an enemy get caught on terrain. So that's a definite plus. The AI scripting is pretty good. The atmosphere is lovely. If you look around, you'll see that the environment is good. There is some limited sneaking to this. You could sneak around and avoid being encountered by enemies, but the AI tends to just cause trouble and run into them. So, for example, we can sneak around here, and he's only going to aggro one little Skaven here. So we'll end up killing that with a nice stab to the face, instead of aggroing all those that are in the middle over there. And we can jump over terrain and stuff like that. I do like the addition of the jump button. Jump buttons are vitally important to games like this. You guys are trying to surround me, but you are failing horribly. There you go. Let's get the medical supplies. They'll hopefully take the healing draft. Will one of you guys take the healing draft, please? Stabby, stabby you. Take the healing draft. For God's sake. Thank you. One of you took it. That's a plus. Okay, we need to get over to this gate over here, so we're going to try to stay as far over as possible because I want to show you guys the swarm at the end. We have a small encounter here, which will be basically a handful of guys. Don't want to let them kind of run off and do their own thing, unfortunately, because they will tend to alert other guys. You need to die too, because you've seen us. There you go. Heads off. Bunch of gore, bunch of loveliness, and we have items here. We have another healing draft, which I think we should take. We should take the healing draft. Oh, let's take that healing draft. There we go. Let's use this, and then we'll switch over to the healing. Oh, wait. They picked up the healing tomes. Okay, now they're starting to pick them up whenever I want them. Okay, fine. You guys can have them. As long as you guys use them, we are good. There is no point to holding on to them, but yeah. You should use them whenever you start getting low on life, as with other games like this. You generally want to heal up whenever you're below the amount that it will heal for you. Oh, and he healed Marcus. Sweet. We're about to see the horn. As we get up here, we should be able to turn right and get up to that. Okay, let's get up there. We need to come through this door, and then we should see it just on the other side. There we go. I think it's over that way. There is one nice thing about this. It follows the Skyrim rule almost. Almost. There are points where you can't get to, but in Skyrim, you'll actually have situations where pretty much almost everything you can see you can go to. In this game, most of the things you can see you can go to, so I actually appreciate that, even if there's absolutely nothing there. The doors, not all of them open, so, I mean, why did I say Skyrim? I meant Dark Souls. Wow, I feel like a derp now. But in Skyrim, you can do the same. I do wish it was a little bit more open as far as where you could go, and we are going this way. Because this is the right way. Hey, ow, 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 ow. You buggers. You guys can fight them. I'll fight the guys upstairs. There you go. Oh, we still have more back behind us. You guys are not doing your job very well. Stabby, stabby from me. The reason I want to take you guys to the swarm mode at the end is not because the fact that I actually found a place that you can hide on there where they won't attack you. That's actually a bug that they probably will be fixing in the release. I don't know why that guy was after Kaithka. I mean, whatever her name is, the elf. I'm horrible with names. But here we should be able to see the horn. There it is. Get all turned around in there. Oh, ow, 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 save me. Thank you. I say that as if they can hear me, but there's unique guys. That's the grabber guy. He's a guy that will snag you and drag you away, much like, I'm forgetting the name of the unique in... Oh, wait, there's a lot of things there. Let's go ahead and throw a firebomb. That did absolutely nothing. There you guys go. Burn, baby, burn. And we just need to get up here and start getting up to that horn. Because that horn will trigger the last event of the area, which is going to be the town alert. And then we'll have the chance to escape afterwards. I'm not going to have the escape because I don't want to give away any spoilers. So, yeah. We will have just the swarm so you can see what it looks like and how it's dealt. And I think the swarm in this one isn't dealt quite as good as in Left 4 Dead. That's just my personal opinion. Oh, God. You guys let them all come up behind us. Boom. And boom. Get off of our butts. We'll take a little bit of damage from being overheated, but I don't really care. We can take out the rest of these with sword and steel. And bow. And oddly enough, the dwarf has a bow, a crossbow. So he's not too bad in that regard. Can we get some healing? No, we got a bomb. The loot, as I said, is random, as is the amount of enemies and slashing of their faces. This is a spot that actually kind of bothers me. You can't drop through here, which is good, but also I kind of wish there were more boards. It just seems disingenuous to see a character standing entirely over air. It's just a little bit awkward. Here we have the elevator up to the tower, which will get us quite a bit closer to the horn here. You can't fall off the elevator, so there's no choice there. I would like to have the terrain be more of an enemy. That's one thing that I feel is a little bit lacking in this game. The terrain is not very much of your enemy. Yeah, you'll get sometimes snagged in corners or trapped or pinned by enemies, but the terrain itself, the pointy things don't stab you, the holes in the ground you generally don't drop off of. There are spots where you can, but they're rare, and you just don't really have too much risk. You can back up and run around however you want, so you don't really have to worry about the horde really doing a lot to you. I would like the environments to be more dynamic, more interactive, have you able to do a lot more with them, and possibly even be injured by them. You have guys dropping through the floor there, and that guy, oh, there's a freak out. The physics are still being worked on. They should be fixed, but anytime you have ragdoll physics, you're going to run into that kind of situation. It's kind of a given. We need to get upstairs. Oh, you guys are coming from up there too. That is unfortunate. We are in a bad position. Let's go ahead and get all the way through, you guys, so we can get our sword away and flames out. Just to do a lot more damage. Let's see. Do we need to release? No. Yeah, but we will. You guys can fight them. We'll grab the healing draft, please. There you go. The items are pretty useful. It's just as useful as the other ones. Yes, I know I'm injured. I don't really plan on using... Well, fine, we'll use it. Drink. Doesn't really do too much of healing. So let's get up to the top and show off... Oh, wow. Hi, guy. We stabbed the guy. Got the Hulk rat. And this should be the path up, so you can see the swarm. Yep. It is the path up. We're about to see another swarm come towards us. There's a unique. Let's get over here. Oh, God. He's knocking us back. And that is hurting like a truck. We have to get up to the top there to blow the horn. We need our characters to catch up to us so we can deal with this guy. Okay. He's going to be kind of aggroed on me, I would wager. Oh, we're almost dead. We need to grab those healing items over there. Where are you? But, yeah, we could go back over there and grab the healing items. But I'm just going to blow the horn and let you guys enjoy the swarm that's going to end up killing me, probably. Now, the spot that I was hiding on was right there. I don't know why that's a dead zone. They just can't path to you. But as we come down here, you'll see them start coming up from the sides of the building, and you just have to survive it for a certain amount of time, and then it'll give you a way out, which is pretty much bog standard for this type of game. It's enjoyable. I generally only get about 30 hours worth of fun out of a game like this, so I usually wait for them to go on sale. A lot of other players I know actually really love these kind of titles, and there's me getting smashed in half by a glaive, and we're gonna die here. But if you guys enjoyed this, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hopefully you guys will check out this game if you enjoy horde mode games. It's really well done. The melee is really satisfying. The ranged is satisfying. It's a lot more satisfying than Left 4 Dead, that's for sure. While we are down there, I'm going to say, yeah, there is a situation where while you're down, it would be nice to be able to do something, just even a minor something. Like in Left 4 Dead, you were able to shoot a pistol. In this one, it would be nice to just be able to flail your sword around or something to clear your body away so your ally can res you up. But that's the only real complaint I have about being knocked down. Let's give it a 3 there. But anyway, keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath.